You Days of Our Lives fans, welcome to AfterBuzz TV's DISHIN Days, where we give you a full recap of this week's episodes of Days of Our Lives. I am your host, Tony Moore, and today I am only joined by our brand new host. We have
Matthew Evan Paine here. Hi, everyone.
Well, hello, Matthew.
Hi, Tony. What do you mean, only?
Only what?
You said I'm only joined by...
Yeah, because you're the only other person here besides me.
You should be excited.
I'm elated.
Can't you tell, folks?
Well, Mark J. Freeman called about a couple hours ago and said, "Oh my God, my coworker just called in sick, so I have to go home to work."
To work.
Wait, I think that was a really good impression
That
of
was
him.
really
I
good,
think I even sounded like him. Oh, I sound like him. That means I've hung out with Mark J. Freeman way too long.
You're just missing the hair.
I know. Well, I'm almost kind of getting there now. I'm growing my hair out.
I like it.
Yeah,
It looks
I'm not.
good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it as high as Mark's though. I can't do that. I can't pull that look off.
I clearly could never.
Well, you're starting. I see it. I see it. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you go to Facebook, Instagram, and now Twitter and follow us, like us. On Instagram and Twitter, we are DISHIN Days. And
DISHIN
on
Days.
Wait, what did I say? On Instagram and Facebook, we are DISHIN Days. And then on Twitter, we are _DISHIN Days. So make sure you like us, follow us.
And the @ is implied.
The @ is implied. And also, throughout the show, we're going to try something a little different this week. We are going to take your calls throughout the show. So as you're tuning in live and you feel like you got to talk about that particular storyline or give your input, please feel free to call in. Our lovely, lovely lady behind the scenes, Alexis, is going to fill us in on that phone number. Say hi, Alexis.
Hello, everyone. Yes. So what you're going to do is you're going to call the number that's on the screen. That's 424-253-0749. Again, that's area code 424-253-0749. When you do call, make sure you turn down your computer, anywhere else that you're listening to, any type of listening device before you call so that it doesn't give us any weird feedback. And also make sure you say your name, where you're from, and then go ahead and start talking to those beautiful men that are sitting at that table over there.
Oh, thank you, Alexis.
Thank you
You
so
didn't
much,
have to
Alexis.
call me the only beautiful man in the room.
No,
Did you want
because
to Did you want to take your first call, Tony?
No, not yet.
All right.
Because we haven't started talking about anything
Hey,
yet.
that's fine. For everybody that's in the chat and watching live, go ahead and call in the next 10 minutes, okay? So don't
Yes.
get mad if I start ignoring all your calls. It's because we're going to at least start talking about at least the first 10 minutes. So Tony,
Yes.
take it away.
All right. With that said, it's now time to start.
Is it?
DISHIN Days.
Here we are.
There we are.
My first time flipping it as official co-host.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, because you did it as a guest
That's
co-host the
right.
last time, and now it's official.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm official, guys.
How does that feel?
It felt good.
It felt empowering?
It felt nice. I love the hourglass. I love Days of Our Lives.
Well, yeah. Well, the hourglass represents Days of Our Lives.
Thank you, Tony, for
You're
that.
welcome. No problem.
I even like you.
You kind of have to. All right, so let's kick off with the Steve, Kayla, Ayla, Joey storyline.
Oh,
Matthew.
yes.
How are we feeling about this storyline?
I still like
And
it.
what happened this week?
I still like it. I like it a lot. I'm sad that Ava's dead. If she's,
Yeah.
dead.
Okay, so I feel like it's so classic Days that, in order to protect someone, they say, "I did it."
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but then this week, we see that Steve has been arrested. He's been arraigned. Belle has come in to be his attorney.
Right.
And which, by the way, smart move, Belle, moving back to Salem, because you are going to get your cointadas on that. And what cointadas are is money, everyone.
Money.
So we see him being arraigned, and she's like, "We're gonna plead not guilty,"
Right.
because even though Steve has confessed, there was no lawyer present. So, and she's like, "We're gonna beat this," and I'm just like, "How?"
Right.
He's confessed. He said, she said self-defense. I
Right.
forgot about that, but I don't know.
And who wanted a witness? And he said, why do you need a witness? I'm confessing right now.
Roman. Because
Roman.
remember Roman. Now, Roman has kind of figured out all the shenanigans that have been going on.
Yeah.
Starting with the cover-up with Stefano's murder. And now with Steve coming in and saying that he killed Ava. But I love that there was a question of the blood on the pillow
Right.
that belonged, and Steve basically switched everything around. He did it, and Joey walked in at the end.
Right.
But then it's kind of like, what was Joey doing there?
Right. They have the bloody glove. Essentially, they've got the
Was that an OJ reference?
yes, it was.
He tried it.
Didn't he? But you notice my subtle face, Alexis.
That's why I was
just
like-
kind of like a.
Oh, okay.
I wish you could have felt the pit in my stomach when you asked me.
One of these days, I'm gonna put an eject button. And I'm just gonna hit
Use
it.
it.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Roman
So-
is so on top of everything. He knows that it wasn't Steve. You can tell that he already suspects that it
Yeah.
was Joey.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
Joey was there.
Right.
Well, he didn't say it that clearly, but
It's like I just, everything is such a blur. Everything is always such a blur when you're trying not to remember what actually happened. But kudos to James for his work that he's done this week and just seeing how tormented he is about killing Ava
Right.
and kind of what he's going through. He's young. It all makes sense. But I would have been scared poopless if I envisioned Ava's ghost popping up like Joey. I would have jumped in
done
the fire.
exactly what he had done,
Yeah.
and it ended up being Kayla
Kayla.
behind him.
Yeah.
And he screamed at Kayla, and she said, "Son, are you okay?"
Yeah.
No, she's not. He's not okay.
What about the confession
Which one?
that he did it? His confession to Kayla.
Oh, and she was like, "Son, don't worry about it. It's fine."
And I loved how she was like, "Don't you tell anybody else
Yeah.
this." Yeah.
This is
But
just between you and me.
I really feel like, oh my God, this family has been through so much this past few months. Like, I just want to give them a hug. I just want to give them a hug. I do.
We should go to Salem and we can do that. We can hug them.
Okay, if you can find Salem, you let me know. But we want to hear from you guys. Go ahead and give us a call now and let us know what you guys think about the Steve, Kayla, Ava, Joey storyline. And that number again, folks, is 424-253-0749. Go ahead and call in and weigh in on this storyline before we get to the next one.
It was a pleasure having James Lastovic here last week, wasn't it?
It was. That was last week.
I know.
Yeah, he definitely gave insight to his portrayal of Joey and some hints as to what Joey is going to...
Oh,
The offer of drugs from Jade.
from Jade.
But I feel like they're doing things that are very typical teen.
Right.
Like, what teens would do and
Do you want to smoke weed and
forget about your problems.
Right.
Hey everyone, we got our first caller. Please go ahead and say your name and where you're from.
Hello.
Hi, this is Kimberly from Maryland.
Hey,
Hi,
Kimberly from
Kimberly.
Maryland. Do you have any
Hi,
thoughts
my-
about
my-
Steve and Kayla and Ava and Joey?
Yeah, I hate the fact that every time you turn around, Brady commits a crime or somebody in that town commits a crime, and everybody just breaks their neck to cover it up. It's okay to kill people. It's okay to shoot people. It's okay to rape people. But then when Stefano does something, it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
Every crime Stefano's committed, everybody in that town has committed.
I agree with you on that, but I feel like Stefano's are a little more
Malicious.
and drastic, like kidnapping and locking people in cages and secret rooms, and I mean he has killed some people too. But I get what you're saying, like when it comes to like being a Brady,
They've got each other's backs.
Yeah, it's like I got you.
Yeah, and they'll cover it up.
Yeah.
And they'll cover it up. And Rafe just makes me so sick how much of a criminal he's turned into.
Rafe.
Because he's trying to
Yeah,
cover
just
up for
covering up murders and just arresting Andre, who, okay, Andre has committed a lot of crimes, but you know he's innocent. And
Yeah.
he's sitting there telling his brother like he was guilty. I don't know. They're just really getting on my nerves with all this.
Yeah.
I like Stefano. And I like all the Damaris.
Well, I wanted to play Stefano's long lost son at one point, so I kind of have a little soft spot for Stefano too.
If they bring back Stefano, maybe I could play the younger version.
Okay, like a Benjamin Button kind of a thing. I see that. Well, Kimberly, thank you so much for calling in and weighing in on this, and keep sticking around because we got more to talk about.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. That was a good point. That They just cover up.
Everyone's
stuff.
covering something up. Rafe's covering up for Hope. Roman is covering up for Steve. I think Roman just wants answers, but I think he'll end up covering for Hope.
Well, of course, but I feel like what Roman is doing is he's like, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
Right, and all he needs is
And
someone to say.
whatever's on the surface, he's like, this is what I have to work with.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, everything equals out. So,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, you say Stefano's dead? Okay. Coffee K?
It's like, I'm cool.
Right.
All right, so we'll see what develops with Steve, Kayla, Ava, and Joey, and how that's going to play out, and how Belle is going to get Steve off.
And Belle and Justin's little head-to-head about getting him off, and
Oh, Justin.
it's two terrible attorneys going after each other, really.
Yeah, well, whatever. All right, so let's get to Brady, Teresa, Nicole, and Summer.
Okay.
Okay,
What do you think?
Summer is, I don't want to say cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but
Say it.
is a little Fruity Pebbles. I wonder. Okay, I wonder.
She's breakfast cereal, is what you're saying. Not what you're saying.
She's just. I just have a big question mark about her character,
Right.
And where the storyline is going. Just because, you know, they've made her out to be someone who is a little imbalanced,
Yes.
and now she's stealing stuff.
I think she sees dollar signs. I think that she knows that Maggie is a Kyriakis. Yeah,
Hey,
and
Tony, we have another caller. Did you want to take it now?
Sure, I'll take it.
All right, caller, go ahead and say your name and where you're from.
Tony Ann from New York.
Hi.
How are
you? Say
you?
Tony Ann?
Yes.
Oh,
Hi,
I
Tony
love it.
Ann.
How are you? Do you have?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So we have we just ended a conversation about the Steve, Kayla, Ava, Joey storyline and started the Brady, Teresa, Nicole Summer storyline. Do you want to weigh in on either one of those?
Yeah, I'm dying to weigh in on this whole summer thing.
Okay.
Because I am not a fan of Maggie's instant daughter, because the way I'm receiving it is that she gave Summer up for adoption a long, long, long time ago.
Right.
Which, I'm sorry, it is not in Maggie's character to have a child, give it up for adoption, and never say a word to anybody in the 40 years she's been on the show.
with that being said, though, she was a very, very heavy drinker.
That is true.
This, I think, because the way Summer said it is she was in an accident and couldn't take care of her. So I think she had the child before she even met Mickey when he was Marty Hansen.
Right.
Something, though, that Days of Our Lives has been doing lately is rewriting the past. We never had been introduced to Deimos prior to last month,
This is true.
and now
and
now
it did it with Xander too. Like they rewrote the family tree to squeeze in Xander.
right.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at
But
it.
those two, to me, made more sense than this does, because it seems completely out of Maggie's character.
Yeah.
I would actually find it more believable if it was another egg swap like Daniel was. Because
Exactly.
she didn't know that Daniel existed before she found out about it.
I
That
would-
would make more sense than this.
That would make more sense to me too. But then, you know, the way that you're putting it, it almost makes it now seem like, you know, like Matthew was just saying, she sees dollar signs, and maybe she's just kind of riding this you know, train and to see where it's going to end up.
I think she's riding the train to Crazy Town because she is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, like you said before.
Actually, I gave her the title of Fruity Pebbles today, so you know she's not quite. We haven't seen her full on crazy yet, but she's
we will.
She's a little out there.
The reason I
A
say
little.
about
She's klepto, too, apparently.
Oh, I know.
Who steals sunglasses?
who steals someone's sobriety chip, that's insane. And the way she looks at it, it's so creepy.
That's what that
So
was.
creepy.
Whose sobriety chip was that?
That was Brady's.
Brady's.
He said he couldn't find it and he
Yeah,
lost it in the ocean.
and yeah, Teresa said, "What, did you lose it in the ocean?" He said, "I guess I must have." And then they cut to Cuckoo sitting on the hotel
thing-
room bed, gazing at it.
Ridiculous.
The reason I say that I think that Summer is seeing dollar signs is because she asks Brady if they're flying first class
Oh,
back
yes.
to Salem, and he
Yes.
said, "No, we're flying on a private jet."
Well, I mean, and then it's just kind of like, oh, well,
I forgive you for saving my life in that case.
yes, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just keep remembering this is a limited run and that this will hopefully not last too long because this is crazy.
Yeah.
There was no need for Summer when they could have just recast Sarah and made her Sarah. There was no reason to give Maggie another child when there's a child we haven't seen in 14 years.
No, Summer needs to hop off the plane at LAX. It's time.
yeah, I agree.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tony Ann, thank you so much for calling in and keep tuning in because we got more to talk about.
Thanks, Tony Ann.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm kind of liking this whole call-in
Yeah.
thing. This is fun.
An interactive experience.
Next caller or no?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead, take it.
All right. Welcome to AfterBuzz. Thank you for calling. State your name and where you're from.
My name is Maria. I'm from Georgia.
Hi,
Hey,
Maria from Georgia.
Did you want to talk about the Brady, Teresa, Nicole Summer storyline? How you feeling about it?
Yeah, I heard the discussion about Summer and Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to go back and look at the episode again, but I did not get the understanding that Maggie knew about Summer.
Oh,
My
yeah.
understanding of the storyline is that it was probably done with the eggs just like Daniel. And also, Daniel kept in touch with Summer after he moved to Salem, and he was about to do the DNA test before he died.
Right.
Yes.
So it's very, very plausible that he told Summer about Maggie, but I don't think Maggie knew anything or she knows anything about the existence of Summer, just like she never knew anything about the existence of Daniel.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah, Maggie is completely clueless. Daniel was playing Nancy Drew and couldn't complete the case because, he died in the car accident.
Right.
And now that they're all back in Salem, I'm assuming that Eric, not Eric, because that's Eric's real name.
Right.
That Brady
Brady.
is going to continue trying to find answers on Summer.
Right. Maggie has no idea about Summer. They bumped into each other.
Yeah.
Oh, and Summer stole, what was that, an earring?
Oh, the earrings. She's a good clip
Yes,
though.
she is.
I don't even know how she just stole a pair of earrings from someone like that.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
Maggie.
I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
and
Oh
then
my God, my
Maggie
files are everywhere. That's ridiculous.
They drop more files in
Might be,
Salem.
Huh?
Like a pickpocket.
Yes.
Right.
Like a smooth pickpocket too.
Right.
Like she's one of those people that you don't take anywhere with
Right.
you because you know she's gonna pick something.
Summer stole from Maggie, and Maggie was the one who ended up apologizing.
Ridiculous. So, Maria, before we let you go, what are your thoughts? Do you think Summer is related to Daniel and Maggie's child, or no?
I think the way the story is going, she probably is Daniel's sister and Maggie's daughter. But now the rest of it, how it's going to play out, I'm not yet buying into the fact that she is probably out for money.
Yeah.
They would have to give me some more information, let me see some more before I jump to that conclusion. I just think she's a girl who's got mental problems and possibly emotional problems too. And they probably made her, a lot of the stuff I think that they're doing on Days is a means to an end and not really well thought out story. I think they killed Stefano as a means to an end. And so this thing with Summer, some of this stuff I think is a means to an end.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
curious to see if they are if they are going to end up dropping the fact that Summer has psychological issues because sometimes Days kills the ideas before it takes off the ground.
I think they've played it up too much. I think they're going to have to keep that. But Maria, thank you so much for calling in and keep watching because we've got a lot of other stuff to chat about.
Thanks, Maria.
Okay, thank you. One last point, if I may.
Yes.
And this is about Stefano.
Uh-huh.
I think rather than killing him off, what they should have done is send Stefano to prison. Because he always said that the Salem PD was incompetent. And that would have been the perfect end if they needed to get Joe Mascolo, some time off or whatever, and just let him go. Don't kill Stefano. Just let him go to prison. And that would have solved the whole problem.
There we go.
I'm going.
Okay.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank
Great
you so
points.
much for calling
You're
in.
welcome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I love her goodbye. She was like,
I'm
she
done.
made her point. She was like, I'm gone. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna still play that up with Summer, but Teresa's just not having
Any
all
of
of
it,
this
no.
because she's like, I see it in Teresa's face. She's like, I got to worry about Nicole because Nicole is running around here after Brady
Trying to get
because
Daniel's heart.
yeah.
Right.
And now I got to worry about Summer, some little trick I don't even know
Nope.
that you dreaming about. Like, I'm just trying to keep my family together. I finally got you, and now here comes these two alphas, and now I don't know what to do.
By the way, this is my mom's favorite part of the show when you do that.
What?
When you
My
do your
rant?
rant.
Hello, Matthew's mother.
Hi, Mom.
But yeah, and the whole thing with going to get her and bringing her back to Salem. Yes, I understand, but you don't allow someone to move into your house that you don't know.
No. With a baby.
Yeah, I don't care what you feel in your heart. First of all, that's not your
No.
heart. And secondly,
You went there.
yeah. And secondly, like, you don't know this person and you got money. Like, just like, I love when Teresa was like, oh, you feel a little cramped? Would you like to have, like a space of your own?
She was like, "Hi, Salem Inn."
Listen, I would say this. She probably already had. She
Reservations
knew,
were already made. Yeah.
She was like, well, come on, chop chop. Let's get you going.
Yeah.
Because Teresa's like, listen, I got two eyes, and I can't have one over here at Nicole and one over here at you.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Nicole is harmless, though.
Yeah.
I
she
do
is.
too.
She is.
Summer, on the other hand.
Crazy.
We have
Crazy.
another caller, Tony. Would you like to take it, or you want to wait?
Let's wait a minute.
All right, cool.
Yeah, thanks. So we see, Summer stealing. We see that she has taken Nicole's iPad,
Right.
just so she can go on the internet, just so you know. and started looking up Maggie.
Right.
I'm just wondering where this is going to go.
I think predictions. Maggie's going to have, when she realizes who Summer might be, I think she's going to be arm's distance from Summer. What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like a ball's going to drop and something else is going to be discovered.
Have you noticed how Maggie is now treating Brady like he's her son?
I haven't.
I even confused
why?
myself with that
Because
one.
it's Daniel's heart.
Right. Yeah. She was like, "Don't you think that going to Los Angeles is a big trip for someone who just had open heart surgery?"
Oh my God! Well, everyone's concerned about that.
I love how pretty much his scar is completely healed. He's traveling cross country, and Jennifer
Diving
still
in.
has an achy neck and is guzzling pills.
Well, we'll get to all that later. What else about this storyline this week that has happened? That was pretty much it that happened.
I don't love Summer. I don't love her.
We'll take that, Alexis.
Okay.
On that note,
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to calling to AfterBuzz. You're speaking with Tony and Matthew here. Please say your name and where you're from.
Hi, this is Monty. I called last week.
oh hi,
Hi.
Marnie, welcome back.
Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Hi, Matt.
Hi.
So we were just discussing
I have a comment about the thing you're talking about.
about Brady, Teresa, Nicole, and Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering why Brady was getting upset at Teresa for letting Summer leave when.
Oh yeah, because when Brady got back, Teresa explained that Summer was gone, and basically Brady kind of got upset that she didn't try to convince Summer to stay.
Oh yeah. She said, "Well, to be honest, I didn't really try."
Yeah, well, I think
I don't blame her.
Right.
Get out.
but I think that Brady was I guess because he has Daniel's heart. He's very protective over
I like how you
Summer.
say that,
Yeah,
allegedly.
allegedly. But because he's very protective over Summer and trying to like get answers and so it's kind of like having a relative come over and well, I mean it's not really a relative, but
Twice removed.
In a hypothetical sense.
Right.
Like, a relative comes over and then someone says, oh, you can go stay at a hotel. And it's like, why didn't you convince them to stay?
Right. I like how Brady was like, Summer, I'll show you your guest bedroom. And
Yeah,
she's
like
okay,
automatically.
Let's go.
And she's like, I didn't even unpack. I want to be like, you didn't even pack.
I love how Teresa in her bathrobe, she kills me.
Oh, yeah.
Anything she does, solid gold.
She was just over it.
100%.
Yeah. Well, any other thoughts about this storyline, Luna?
No, just that one.
Okay. Well, make sure you keep watching.
And this is Bonnie Lopez from the winner who won the tickets
from the
in
Long
LA,
Beach,
to
right?
Long Beach. I remember last week.
Yeah.
Last week I
I'm
didn't, but
sorry.
this week I did. I remember this.
And
I remember this
have a
time.
comment about your first
Oh, this first storyline with Steve.
conversation about Joey and
Yeah.
Ava and them.
Yeah.
My question, my thing was, when Steve was looking in Ava's room and found that key, what do you think that key is meant for?
I think I personally think it unlocks maybe some answers to her overall plan. What do you?
but-
Because he was originally looking for.
Why did she have a key?
Well, remember he was looking for her diary because she writes everything down in a diary.
Right.
I know.
And he didn't find that, and he found this key. And I always think key, safety deposit box, secrets.
The Salem Bank and Trust.
There's no trust in Salem. So I think this is another journey that's going to happen to maybe better explain what Ava what she was really set out to do. I think. So that's my guess, Luna.
There's more to come.
Yeah.
Keep tuning in.
Yeah.
I will.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. See, now I love that fans call in because
Yeah.
I'm like remembering things that have happened.
All right, we have another caller. Go ahead and say your name and where you're from.
Laura from New York.
Hello, Laura from
Hi,
New York.
Laura from New York.
Welcome to DISHIN Days. Did you have questions, comments, want to weigh in on the storylines that we've talked about thus far?
Well, I have to tell you, I missed most of the show. I'm sorry I was out, but I just got in and I did want to mention something.
Yes.
There was a mistake, and I wanted to know if anybody caught it. It was at the dinner or the when everybody was in the pub, and Hope had 2 different earrings on.
I did not.
Totally different earrings.
I didn't catch that, but you know what I did caught? I caught that when she came in, she had an umbrella, but she left that umbrella when she left.
Oh,
It stopped
see,
raining,
that
though.
drives me crazy.
Still,
Yeah.
but even though it stopped
Right.
raining, you want your umbrella.
Well, I think it's probably safe. It is the family pub.
But still, you want your umbrella.
That's right.
Do you know how
But
many
totally-
umbrellas I've
totally-
left at
Me
places?
too. Yeah.
Laura
2
understands.
totally different earrings.
Do you think that
Oh,
Do you think that it was a fashion choice because she does have different color nail polish, so it could be like
I thought that, but looking at the 2 earrings, one was like kind of conservative, and they weren't that kind of earring. I actually thought about that, but I decided it was a mistake.
I'm going to have to go back and
was-
watch. I'm curious to see.
You have to. You
Yeah.
have to say it.
Maybe
Well,
it
you know-
was the earrings that Summer stole
From
and
Maggie,
Hope found them
right.
and put them on.
Right. Well,
to give back
in
to
all
Maggie.
fairness to Hope, she kind of has been going through a lot lately. Her
Yeah.
husband,
Yes.
her husband's dead. She's up for murder.
But she didn't leave the pub. Like, I mean, obviously they filmed it on 2
No, I'm
different
saying when
days.
she was getting dressed, she put on wrong earrings. She's preoccupied.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Her
Well,
daughter's
maybe that-
acting up.
Well, yeah,
Well, I
we'll
mean,
get to
right.
her
All
in a
right,
yeah.
second.
We'll
Yeah.
give her that.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
But a good observation. Nicely
Okay,
done.
go back and
Yeah.
check it.
All right.
I'm going to.
Thank you, Laura.
Bye. Thank you, Laura.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, so let's get into the Chase, Sierra, Theo, Claire storyline. First of all, I'm so glad that Sierra has finally told someone else
Me too.
about what happened.
Right.
Yes. But Claire, why are you so thirsty? Why is Claire so thirsty for Chase?
He is crazy.
Well, she doesn't know that he's that crazy, but she was basically serving it up to him on a platter.
Yeah. She was like, call me, okay?
Yeah, call me. You want to hang
He
out
was
later?
like,
let's
boo,
do it.
I ain't interested.
But he pretty much said that at the last party, and she's still like
Throwing
going
herself.
after.
Well, she's like her mom.
She's being a complete
I know. She's hungry.
thirsty teenager.
Yep.
And what a thirsty teenager is thirsty.
What is it one more time?
Thirsty.
Thirsty.
Yeah, when
Okay.
you're thirsty.
Thirsty.
But speaking of thirsty, it reminds me of being very hungry. And not having any time to cook.
I know.
Matthew, do you have any suggestions for me?
Well, yes. If you're looking for a cool and creative gift to get, like me, imagine how happy they'd be when they get home from an exhausting day at work. All the ingredients to a delicious, healthy dinner was right there waiting for them. Come on, you know that everyone's lives are crazy busy these days, and people with kids never have time to shop after work. So help them out by getting them a subscription to Blue Apron. How about someone who just had a baby and can't even get out of the house, or maybe newlyweds who want to pop open a bottle of wine and cook a romantic meal together, right, Tony?
Right.
Blue Apron is a gift they're guaranteed to love, because Blue Apron provides the ingredients and instructions how to make amazing meals for less than $10 per meal, which is something that would be great for me because I have maybe $9 in my wallet.
Oh boy, bless your heart.
/ bank account, just so everyone knows.
Bless your heart.
And get this, each meal can be prepared in 40 minutes or less. Plus, Blue Apron has meals for all dietary needs. You can make dishes like kitchen cacciatore or kimchi and barley miso ramen right in your own kitchen. Cook with ingredients that you've never used before, like watermelon radishes, farro, and purple potatoes. And the recipes are between 500 to 700 calories per portion.
Really?
That was
that
a tongue
small
twister.
Of calories?
I know. Tell me about it. Delicious and good for you. Right now, you can get your first 2 meals for free at blueapron.com/podcast.
Where?
That's blueapron.com/podcast. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Look, Mark, hurry back.
This commercial brought to you by the fine folks of Blue Apron.
And-
That's blueapron.com/podcast.
And your very own co-host, Matthew Evan Paine.
Yeah, him too.
Him too.
All right, so continuing on. Thank you, Matthew, for that. Continuing on with Chase, Sierra, Theo, and Claire. I'm glad that Sierra finally told Claire what happened.
That made me so hungry I want Blue Apron, I'm just saying.
That commercial?
Yeah.
How does what I just said transition into what you just said?
I was still thinking about it.
Snap out of it.
Sorry, what was that? Back to days. Back to Salem.
Yes. So what did you think when Sierra finally told Claire?
I think it's great. I thought that we would be holding on to the secret for months, to be honest with you.
Oh my God, I thought so too.
Yeah. I'm glad, though, I think because she's at such a young age, and I think that it's important for girls to know how important it is if something happens to you to tell somebody, anybody, a guidance counselor, a teacher, a friend, your parents, a sibling. Tell somebody. I think it's very important, and well done, Days of Our Lives, for having her have the strength to come forward. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, and I also like that. I mean, Theo is like, something's wrong. Somebody's got to tell me something. He went to Chase and basically told him off. And basically, I love that
Theo's not scared of Chase.
Theo's not scared of anybody. Theo's a thug. Theo thug.
He's the sweetest thug.
But it's like a good thug though.
Yep.
He's just like, you're a liar and a coward.
Oh, and I don't like you.
Yeah.
Now you can get out of my face.
Yeah,
Right.
and I will be okay without ever seeing you. And no, I'm not saying sorry. No, I don't forgive you. Yes, I'm going to bring up the text messages. I just don't like you.
Yeah, Theo was like #sorry not sorry.
Yeah, oh, completely. But I love to see how much he cares about Sierra.
Right. Does she know, do you think, how much he loves her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's just in a weird space right now,
Right.
with what's happening. I'm now wondering if she's gonna tell Hope, because now Hope has walked in and all the kids are there, and she's like, "I thought you kids were supposed to be in school."
They were like, "Nope."
And first of all, I'm like, y'all can just wander around. No one really cares. She can get no phone call. Like,
No.
Sierra's not in school
Right.
today. But I'm wondering now if Sierra's going to confess to Hope what happened, because now Hope can really sense that this is a general concern, and I hope that she doesn't think that it's once again having to do with her being kidnapped.
I think that Andre is going to tell Hope. I think that's how she finds out. I think he's going to say, "Oh, you're so."
That's random.
Yeah, well, Chase told Andre, and anything to hurt Hope, Andre will go for.
I never thought of that.
I also am curious to see if Claire is going to use Sierra's confession to get closer to Chase.
That would be thirsty Claire.
That would
If
be
she's
thirsty Claire. It wouldn't
if
be
she's
out of character
I know
at all.
your secret, but you got to hang out with me so I don't tell anyone.
Right.
That's thirsty.
That's how she is, though. That's how she operates.
No, I think now that she knows, I think that she is now going to be completely turned off by him.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay. I'm not sure I
think
agree.
so.
Okay.
I think so. I mean, I'm just saying.
All right. We'll just have to tune in.
So yeah, we will. What? Oh, and then Chase decides that he's going to move to Chicago.
Yeah, with Aunt Sharon, who's like, "Honey, this isn't happening. You're not moving with me." And it's been
more
said,
like, "Honey, I don't want you."
Right.
Yeah, because that's what Hope said. Hope was like,
His family
he was
doesn't
going to
even
go
want
there,
him.
but they didn't want him either.
Because he's Aiden's spawn.
Problem child.
Right.
So we'll see where this goes. Yeah. Let's get into some tidbits. So JJ and Gabby made love. And Gabby is so forceful.
She is forceful. They have undeniable chemistry.
Yeah, this is true.
That's what I'm saying.
I really do. I like their dynamic. I like that they took everything slow. I like that also Camila Banos has made Gabby this very take charge type of a girl.
She's lovable.
Yeah.
I didn't love Gabby before she went to jail, and she came back, and I feel like it's a whole new character, and I am loving her.
Yeah. I agree. And everything has just been going very slowly.
I started writing in my notes this week when they officially consummated the relationship that I thought it was too quick.
I love that you use consummated.
It's true, though. That's what they did. She was like, "Oh, we're not going home. We're going to the hotel." They did.
Love.
They made love.
She's like, I already called the babysitter, asked if she can stay overnight.
Right.
She said she could.
Because we've seen Ari anytime since she went to jail or the dads died. Will died.
Yeah. And now she's like, we're going to continue this night.
Right.
At the Salem Inn.
He was like, all right, let's go.
And, in that scene, I was like, y'all are doing some little risque stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Right.
But it was good. I mean, it was still tasteful, but it's still one of those moments where it's like, y'all are really getting it on.
Yeah. They're definitely attracted to each other.
Yeah.
I thought that the chemistry when JJ was with Paige took a while to warm up months and months ago prior to her death.
Yeah. He's more mature now.
He is more mature now, and I didn't know how I would feel about him starting a relationship with Gabby. And I love it. And I think that they're sweet with each other, and you can tell that he cares about her, she cares about him, she wants to get it out.
Clearly. She's a woman that knows what she wants.
Yeah.
But how about JJ finding out that Ben has escaped the Looney Tune bin?
Dun dun.
And running off to tell
Chad. And then Abby comes in, and he's like, no, I was just giving Chad my blessing about you two getting married. I'll even wear a tux.
It's like, well, I guess maybe they don't want to stress her out, or...
Wouldn't you be stressed out?
Yeah, well, clearly, because Chad is extremely stressed out. Pretending to see Ben and everything.
He looked just like him.
I mean, listen, that's great casting.
I thought so.
Yeah, you got this role because you look like Robert Scott Wilson.
Yep. I didn't know there were two of them running around.
Well, somebody's a happy camper. Also, kudos to, because I'm sure Mark is watching, and because he's not here.
Hi, Mark.
I will make sure that this happens. Kudos to Billy Flynn for his fantastic acting this week. It was good. I'm just saying.
We have a caller?
Hello,
Please
caller.
say your name.
Hey, this is Sean from Mississippi.
Hey,
Hi,
Sean from Mississippi. That is one state I love spelling.
Mississippi.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
It. Or you can do the old school way. M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
Yes. Oh, hi, Sean. Sorry.
Welcome back to the show.
Did you want to weigh in on any of the storylines that we've discussed so far? Or anything about Days this week?
Yes. I want to comment on the JJ, Chad, and Abby situation.
Yes.
JJ confiding in Chad about Ben. I thought that was kind of ridiculous. I thought because JJ JJ hates Chad, but he hates Chad, but he's telling him about Ben. I think that's where the continuity kind of sits with the writing as far as that is concerned.
I think that he knows that Abigail loves him, and she is safer with Chad than Ben. So Chad needed a heads up, and JJ had to tell him, you've got to be aware that Ben could be coming back to get Abby.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of saw that more as like a, I may dislike you. I may not be all for this wedding, although we're going to lie and say we are. However, like, you're the one that Abigail is with. And if Ben is out there, like, it's I'm going to do what I do as a brother, but you're going to have to, like, really watch over her.
Because we don't want her getting killed.
Yeah.
Oh, and now JJ's a cop, too, because I think when Ben left Salem or was sent
Salem
away...
PD, and he's already made a mistake. He's falls into the same category as everybody else. So, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that was...
I want to talk about the Summer and Cuckoo Summer.
Cuckoo Summer.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right, Tony?
Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles today.
Brady. It's okay. I did the same thing.
I get that mixed up.
Every single time.
Yes.
Every single time.
When you know their real names, you're like, Eric.
Yeah.
No. Brady. But go ahead. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, as far as Summer possibly being Maggie's child, I want to know, why isn't Victor involved in this? Because he supposedly knew about Daniel.
Yeah.
Well, he did know about Daniel and didn't tell Maggie.
Right.
So I'm wondering, is there any chance in the later down the road will Victor know about Summer? And if that is the case, if Summer is actually Maggie's, then are there any more children, Maggie's children out there, egg babies out there?
Well, Maggie just found out and hasn't had an opportunity to speak to Victor. As far as I'm concerned, they just haven't gotten there yet.
Well, I think where the storyline is right now is that we're all learning what Daniel did prior to his death.
Right.
But he didn't let anyone know. He sort of talked to it about Summer. Obviously, talked about it with Summer. But this is all still news to people. And Maggie and Victor, like that side, they're completely oblivious as to what's going on.
Right.
Like, the only people that even know about Summer, to my understanding, are now just Nicole and Teresa.
Right.
So I think the story is still unfolding. Yeah. So, but we had Maria call in earlier and say that she thought that she was going to be Maggie's kid.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think, Sean?
I have a feeling she's going to turn out to be Maggie's. And
that's going to be a child that Maggie's going to look like and say, I don't want you.
Kind of sucks to me, because I think she's Looney Tunes with all the kleptomania stuff she's been doing lately.
Yep.
You know what I'm thinking?
And
what?
I didn't mean to cut you off, Sean. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I just said I think she's going to turn out to be Maggie's.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to, I think Teresa's going to go mad.
Teresa's about to go ballistic on a few people because she tied all these girls after Brady. She needs to be the one center focused main chick, not the side chick.
Right.
I think that Brady is going to have more visions about Summer and where they left things off, because I mean he was only just picturing her at the beach. And
Well, listen, if Brady starts having visions, then how about Carolyn and Brady hold hands and let their powers combine?
yeah, let's have them go to a seance together.
Something. All right. Well, thank you,
Thank you,
Sean,
Sean.
for calling in and giving your thoughts. And continue watching us right here on DISHIN Days, because we got a few more things to go over for this week.
All right. This is my first time calling, but I'm enjoying the show very much.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks for
make
calling
sure-
in.
Make sure
You and your little co-host friend over there.
Yes, Matthew.
Thank you.
The newest co-host. Well, you tell all your friends about us now, so that way everybody else can tune in too. Y'all can sit around, eat pizza rolls, and watch us every Sunday.
We forgot pizza rolls.
Yes, sir. And then I hope you turn out to be Maxine's son.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. I give it a pause on
Yep.
that. Yes.
I'm with you there, Sean.
Thank
It's
you.
time.
Pray about it. It's Sunday.
All right.
Thank
Have
you,
a good
Sean.
day.
You too.
Bye, you too.
Bye-bye. Alexis, we have someone else?
Hold on. I'm trying to get it to work because there's a lot of different calls coming in, so then Skype
Okay.
starts to act up.
Get
Blow up.
confused.
Yeah.
I see that Mark J. Freeman is in our
I'm
room.
trying to get a
Hi,
hold of him,
Mark.
but everybody keeps calling on top of him. Hi, you're calling into AfterBuzz TV. Please say your name and where you're from.
Yes, my name's Jacob, and I'm from Texas.
Hey, Jacob,
Hi, Jacob
from
from
Texas, who is
Texas.
our winner of Teo's book. How are you?
I'm just good. How are you guys?
Good. So you want to give your thoughts on any of the storylines that happened this week?
Yes, I just wanted to say Billy Flynn did a good job with Stefano. I thought the storyline was good. I thought he got his, redemption with how his feelings towards Stefano, that he finally got, acceptance from Stefano, where he's been searching this whole entire time for. So I think that storyline was really good. I think Billy Flynn did a really great job.
Well, Jacob, Mark would be so happy that you brought up Billy Flynn on the show. So, and I agree. He did do a good job.
It was really good. He showed really good emotion. And then I know you guys haven't talked about it yet, but the whole Jin storyline, popping the pills.
Yes.
I think it might be a good storyline, but it seems like she just started popping the pills, and we never see her really doing anything else besides popping the pills. And everybody else is at her house, but she's never there.
Right.
So it's just kind of weird.
How
I think
on earth?
Done better.
Yeah.
How on earth would you forget kissing
Because she's doped up.
Eric?
Yeah, I was like, and then
That wasn't my point.
Happened back during the Salem thing, wherever that party was. It wasn't that great, and then they brought that up, and it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I thought it was kind of strange, but that's just my opinion.
Well, thank you for your opinion, Jacob, and thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Jacob.
Okay.
And keep watching
Thanks. Have a
us.
great show.
All right, you too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. I see where you were going with that. Oh, how could one ever forget that they're kissing on Eric?
So, as much as Mark is the Billy Flynn fan, I might like...
Are you challenging him? Are
Yeah.
you challenge Mark?
Yeah.
Who is the bigger Billy Flynn fan?
No.
Mark
no.
or Matthew?
No. That wasn't what I was going to say.
Oh.
No, my challenge is that I think I like Greg Vaughn more than he likes Billy Flynn.
Fine. Well, okay, so you were saying,
I think we have another caller on the line. Go ahead, caller, say your name and where you're
I want
from.
to hear what you were going
boy.
to say.
Hello?
Hello,
Yes. Go ahead and say your name and where you're from.
this is Mark from Lorraine.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Get it, girl.
Jesus. Let me just move things out of the way because this is going to be a 5-minute rant on how great Billy Flynn was. Go ahead, Mark.
Can we just talk for the next half hour about how Billy Flynn deserves an Emmy?
Was he even nominated?
Yes, pre-nominated.
Prenom.
Go ahead, Mark. Tell us more about the wonderful performance this week that we saw from Sir Billy.
It was amazing.
What was
It
your
was
favorite part?
heartfelt. It was
Let's have
for
the-
anybody who has daddy issues. It was a tearjerker.
I love that he was having this moment in front of the fireplace, in front of Stefano's iconic photo.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, Stefano was like, "What you got to say to me?"
Right.
And then he just kind of let it out, and I was like, "Kudos to you, Billy. Good for you. Good for you."
He was amazing. I mean, there's just no getting around it.
No,
That was
he
the
is.
best.
He's excellent.
That, and I'm sure you guys already talked about Wednesday's meeting at the pub.
We haven't.
Was the other amazing.
We haven't
moment.
talked about it yet.
If you had been watching the show, you would have known that we haven't gotten there yet, Mark J. Freeman.
Well, Mark J. Freeman is a
How have
working
you not
lady.
talked about that yet?
Well, because
we're saving the best for last.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Clearly, we got to talk about that last. By the way, at the beginning of the show, I did a fantastic impression of you.
It was so good.
It was so spot on.
I can only imagine.
I can only shouldn't know.
Oh, no. I think I got the pitch of your voice right.
It was spot on,
and
Mark.
the laugh, like totally nailed it.
Nailed it. Hashtag nailed it.
Mark, I know that you had to turn your volume down to call in, but did you hear my challenge for you?
I did not.
I said that I think I like Greg Vaughn more than you like Billy Flynn.
Don't think that's possible, but nice try.
Well, we'll have to discuss it next week when you praise us with your
presence.
Yeah, grace us with your presence.
Because somebody
will be interesting. We'll see. We'll have that debate.
I almost said,
oh my God!
This might be.
If I have to sit here now and not only hear Billy Flynn all the time and now Greg Vaughn,
I think all these screams should be Greg Vaughn, and then I won't have to say anything.
We should have an episode where it's like a showdown of
we should have Billy Flynn and Greg Vaughn come in together.
Oh boy!
And I'm just, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit over there.
Yeah, and then have them up on the
I
that'd
am
be great.
too.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit over there, and I'm just gonna have a plate of pizza rolls and my cup of water. And
Can
I'm
I
just
join
gonna
you?
Watch it. Yes, Alexis, you can.
I think we can go ahead and bring that just for you.
That sounds perfect.
Mark, we miss you in here. I'm sad that you had to work.
I know. It happened.
But
Sorry about that, guys.
Get that paper, girl.
I'm glad you called in, though, and I'm glad that you...
I know. I was like, well, I'll get home and I'll try and call in.
Well, you will be happy to know that I did mention it even before you called in. There was an eye roll, but
there
I
was
did
an eye
mention
roll.
it just for you.
I roll about what?
Billy.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Oh.
But look, he paid him a compliment.
Someone just said Patty in the chat room, which I'm sure Mark is in the chat room too.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
She just said, I don't think Tony and Matt have noticed that the chat room is on fire for Billy Flynn.
We noticed, Patty.
I think
I think that started when I got in the chat room and I was like, Billy.
Exactly. And I was like, oh yeah, Billy Flynn. Oh my God, Billy Flynn.
Mark,
I'm Billy Flynn.
say his name one more time for us, Mark. Go ahead.
Billy Flynn.
I feel like you have to go change your underwear now.
That's a different after show.
Wow. Days of Our Lives After Dark, guys.
Yeah,
Just
right.
wait for that. Jeez.
Oh, we should do that.
We should do that.
A late night.
First of all, if
With
we,
Billy and Greg.
Oh, hey, whoa. I will
no.
not engineer that.
If we did that,
Come on,
the
Alexis.
whole hour and a half would be about things that Mark likes about Billy. He's going to start at number 17 and work his way up, or at number 1 is work his way down.
we could invite Billy and play Spin the Bottle.
I will not be here for that.
There would be no reason to even spin the bottle, because I think before the bottle could even spin, Mark would be like
So
all
true.
over.
Aiming the bottle at Billy.
Yeah,
Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put a magnet on the one end, and then I'm gonna stick a magnet in Billy's pocket.
I think you're going too
so
far,
every time
Mark.
I spin it, it goes to Billy.
It's not gonna happen. It's just you don't even need the bottle. Just point towards yourself, and he'll just fly across the table. It'll be fine.
Well, at this point, Mark, we're going to continue on with DISHIN Days.
Go ahead.
We miss you, Mark. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, Matthew
Thank
misses
you,
you, Mark.
guys.
Yeah, I miss you, Mark.
Yes, Matthew does.
I do too, Mark.
And Alexis.
Bye, Mark.
All right, have fun.
All
See you
right.
later, guys.
Bye. All right, so oh my gosh, that Mark J. Freeman. All right, so that's basically. Oh, and then Eric tried to get Jennifer to come to a meeting.
She was like, no, I'll be over here in the corner popping pills. See you later.
Yeah. Well, she again just hasn't realized that she has a problem. So there's that. So
I wonder how this is going to
play out. I hope not another car accident. I'll tell you that. So I love the moment this week between Philip and Belle, and I love how Belle is just kind of like, listen, let's not label this. Let's just, you are you, I am me. Last night was great, and we can do it often. But she was basically like a dude. She was like, chill out, bro. Like, just take it one day at a time.
She's a tease, if you ask me.
Really? Why do you say that?
Because she's kissing him, and then she's like, no, stop.
He kissed her. There's a difference.
She kissed him back.
Well, for that moment, she was like, fine.
Yeah, and then he was like, come on, I like you, I want to continue this. And she was like, hold up, wait a minute. Right?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. She's a tease. I'm over Belle. Belle and Summer can hop on a plane together. Maybe a private jet.
And I like Belle, and I like how Martha Madison is playing Belle this time. She's
get
like
that.
a no-holds-bar chick. Like, she's like, I'm telling you what I want, and that's it. Like, I'm not confused. I'm being straight up. Like, this is me.
Yeah, until she talks to Sean. I don't think it was this week. It was weeks past. Every time she gets around Sean, she's in love with him all over again. But then she's like, Sean, you were a terrible husband. I mean, I know I wasn't great either, but come on.
Well, that's why she's telling Philip, like, listen, like...
She's juggling.
Like, just chill out. Like, I need time to just figure things out.
I liked Belle when she came back to town. I don't like Belle anymore. Like, I mean, she's reminding me of Sammy.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, side note.
Yes?
Oh, we haven't gotten there yet. Never mind, I'll wait.
Well, let's take this call. Oh,
okay.
Nope, it's gone. All right, so moving on with more tidbits.
Okay.
Victor and Deimos. I think they're out for each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
I think Victor has now had enough, and he's like, and now has given him a warning. He said, "You're playing the devil, and now you shall have it on your chest."
Right.
All right, we got another caller. Go ahead and say your name and where you're from.
Hi, it's Cheryl from South Carolina.
Hi,
Cheryl from South Carolina, who wasn't our first caller today. How dare you? I'm just kidding, Cheryl.
Listen, I was waiting. I was holding out. I was going to represent Mark and the Billy Flynn. I was waiting for that topic to come up.
Yes.
And then he beat me to it.
It's not too late. You can still tell us.
Let me take a sip. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Well, first I want to say, before I get to Billy Flynn,
Mm-hmm.
I personally think that Teresa talking to Abby was just a little odd. They're not friends. I know that Abby brought that up, but why would you pour your heart out to your non-friend when you could have gone to anyone else? I mean, if anyone else would have made more sense. How about Ann?
Well, we don't know where Ann is. But I think it kind of shows the evolution of Teresa and also the evolution of their relationship, because then on the same token it's like, well, why would Abigail go to Teresa for her dress? So I think that they kind of established the fact, like, yes, we were at a rough patch before, but now I think we're good. Like, I've actually really enjoyed working with you, and I think just with that, you just suddenly, especially when you want to vent and get things out, you just suddenly feel comfortable with that person, and it's kind of like, okay, well, we're gonna have this conversation.
All right, I guess I can accept that.
You know how I am.
You don't sound happy with that, Cheryl.
I'm one of the few people who enjoyed the flashbacks with the Bradys at the pub, having a toast to their enemy being dead.
Yes,
we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. But I think you're good. I think it was great too. I think it was a great moment and a great way to not bypass the fact that Stefano has died. But also to kind of stay in character of, like, we're going to celebrate the fact that he's gone because he's tormented us, but we're going to honor Joe Mascalo for just being this, dynamic person, dynamic character. So I think it was like a good moment, and I'm glad they dedicated the whole episode to him. I wish I would have loved to have seen more flashbacks.
Me too. Are we now into that?
Sure,
topic?
We can get into that.
Okay.
But first,
wait, one more second. I just want to say that I think Billy Flynn, his acting scenes with the whole Stefano dream, was it a dream? It wasn't really a dream. I think it was a dream sequence. Where he was fabulous.
He was.
And then finding out about Ben from JJ. I like the idea of JJ and Chad joining forces against Ben
Yeah.
to
Agreed.
protect Abby.
Yeah. I like that too.
I do too.
I can't wait to see Monday's episode because I'm certain that this is when we're going to have a wedding and a crazy man is going to come storming in.
Do you think do you think Days is going to be classic Days and the wedding's going to take all week?
Yes, Cheryl, I love that you
Yeah,
said that. I
you
was
know-
thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's going to start. Monday is going to be the beginning of Friday, and it's going to drag all week, and then on Friday it will happen.
And the cliffhanger will be Ben coming into the
Storming in.
It's the mansion, right? Because they're not doing
the shot
St.
rings
Luke's.
out, and we have no idea who got shot, and then we have to wait.
What? Someone gets shot?
I said, I think that's the way they'll
Just
do it
predictions.
in classic Day style. A
Yeah.
shot will ring out, and we have to wait the weekend to find out who got shot.
Yes. Well, that's classic Days for you.
Thank you, Cheryl, for
Okay.
calling in.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Bye.
Bye.
Tony, I have one more thing to say
Is it about Billy Flynn?
No.
Okay.
No. I know when to quit when it comes to Billy Flynn.
But you know when to start up when it comes to Greg Vaughn.
100%. So Nicole and Teresa were talking about Abigail's wedding dress.
Yes.
And Teresa was saying that she had to go ahead and do alterations, and Nicole was saying Abigail's wedding's going to get a lot of press.
Oh, yes.
Why is this a high-profile wedding? Is Abigail... Why would there be press for Abigail Devereaux's wedding?
Because it's a Demera? I don't know.
Oh, is that why? It didn't make
know.
sense to me. They made it seem like DJ Ware is going to get some sort of
good press,
right,
and that's why they want to.
I just made a note of that. I just thought it was a little strange that it was.
Everyone in Salem is a high-profile person.
Right.
I don't know.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
All
right. Speaking of Nicole, Dario and Nicole made a connection, and that's it. We're gonna just move that.
I'm glad. I had one line about them.
Yeah.
Nicole tells Dario that Daniel died. # don't care. Oh, but then the phone call with Rafe and Dario.
Oh yes,
that was a good
great.
scene.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah.
But it was.
He was like, "Don't ask too many questions, or I'm not calling back." And Rafe was like, "How you doing?"
Yeah, it's like, but it's just weird. Like, why are you calling?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just establishing that he's going to come back to Salem.
100%.
Yeah, he's not going to stay in
Shut
LA.
down the tiki hut.
But what he should have done was hopped on that jet so that he had to pay for a ticket.
Right. Yeah. You know he's sitting in coach.
Yeah, sure is. All right, so let's get to this tribute for Stefano, which I've already mentioned my thoughts about it.
Yes. Because Stefano's character, like the sands through this hourglass, done. But
you know, I agree with earlier with maybe having him go to jail or something like that, but you have to realize that like it still would have left the door open of like maybe he was alive, and I think they just wanted to just kind of let the character just kind of go so that Joe Mascalo can just go and live life. So
I thought the closing scene, before we even discussed the whole Wednesday's episode, the closing scene was absolutely beautiful with the flashback of Stefano conducting the orchestra. It was beautiful. They did such a nice job. Carolyn walks out into the back room of the pub and shuts the radio off, and then you hear the music. I thought it was so good, and the music that they chose actually gave me chills.
Yeah, well, they should, because you just imagine Stefano going, I am winning, I have no care in the world.
No, because he's dead and he's still the chess master. He is still playing all of his pawns.
Yes. At first I thought that the people attending the celebration was a little weird. But then I as they went around, I kind of understood why people were there.
Right.
Yeah.
Carolyn said, I wrote it down, her toast.
To Carolyn?
Yeah.
Oh, someone said, let's see, Diane said, I think they made the right choice in having Stefano die.
Here's to the death of Stefano DiMera, Carolyn. That was a little aggressive, Carolyn.
Carrie says, the tribute to Stefano was well done. I agree, more flashbacks would have been good. The end gave me chills. Let's see.
I like how Hope didn't say a word until the very end of the episode.
But I love how her and Roman kept making eyes.
Me too.
I felt like every time Roman took a sip, he was just like, I know you killed him.
Absolutely, and Hope
You
doing
him.
this
with the eyebrow.
Yeah.
You have to do the eyebrow.
Oh, I did it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it.
Yeah.
She didn't have any dialogue until the very last scene, her very last scene, and she didn't need any.
No.
I thought her non-dialogue was a terrific performance.
Let's take this phone call and see what this person has to say.
Hi, welcome to calling to AfterBuzz TV. You're talking with Tony and Matthew. Go ahead and say your name and where you're from.
Hi, this is Lisa from Georgia.
Hello, Lisa
Hi,
from
Lisa.
Georgia.
Hi, how are you? I just have a quick question. Thanks
Ask
for
away.
your show tonight. And what do you think Ben's plans are for this week?
Revenge. They sent him to the loony bin.
Yeah, wrapped up in a bow.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill someone.
You think he's
You
going to
think
kill
he
someone?
I think he's gonna shoot someone.
You think he will go after Abby or the baby? Or both?
Oh,
I think that...
oh, do you think he'll kidnap Thomas? Oh, and call him Colin again? He doesn't know that the name's been changed yet.
Probably not. I think that...
I think he'll injure Chad.
I think he's so obsessed with Abby, I think he'll go after Abby first.
That's true. I just
Because he
wonder why
hasn't
she was
done enough to
screaming
Abby.
So much. Yep.
Sorry, Lisa, say that again?
I said I was wondering why in the commercial they show her screaming, walking down the aisle,
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. I think Abby, you in danger, girl.
I never see these Days of Our Lives commercials. Where are they?
NBC.com.
Okay.
Yes, and on Instagram too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where I saw it.
Yeah. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for calling in. Hey, you're in Georgia. Are you going to the event in Atlanta?
I am.
Are
I will be at the
you?
meet and greet. Yes, I am.
Love
will
that.
you be there?
I unfortunately
Any of y'all?
am not good. No, none of us are going to be there. But you tell everyone there that we at Dishin Days says hello, and also give a special high five to Paul and Keith for us.
I sure will. I can't wait to meet everybody.
Yes,
Thanks
thank you.
for calling
And
in.
Actually, maybe we should have whoever attends. You guys should call in on Sunday to let us know how it went.
Okay, that sounds great. And can I send you some pictures?
Yes,
100%.
of course. Send them to our Dishin Days Facebook page under messages, and we'll get them all and show them all.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Yay! Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks for calling in, Lisa.
You're welcome. And I think they need to rewrite hashtag Maxine Son in.
Thank you.
The family tree. Don't you think so, guys?
You know what?
Tony, you were getting shout-outs today.
When you take photos with everyone, you take two. You take one for yourself, and you take a photo with everyone with the hashtag Maxine Son on it.
That's right. I told them Dishin Days said so.
Yes, I
That's right.
love it. Thank you, Lisa.
Bye, Lisa.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
bye.
you both. Bye-bye.
Have fun. So yeah, I thought the tribute and everything was lovely, and I thought it was a great way to
say goodbye to a legend.
Yeah, because that's what he was. He
Yeah.
was a legend. All right, so let's move on. That has been your week of days, and now we're going to get into our segments, starting with mine. It's the official 3 Snaps Award. Oh, snap! That's right. Now, I'm going to give my 3 Snaps Award to Ghosts, because we saw 2 this week. Ava popped up and said, Joey, almost as if she was saying, you killed me.
Yep.
And
I see you, Joey.
I see you. And then the second, Stefano popping up and going, you have something to say to me?
Yeah.
That was my
Because
Stefano
I don't want to
impression.
hear it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to give my 3 Snaps Award to Ava's Ghost and Stefano's Ghost for coming back and letting folks know you got something else to say or I need to haunt you. I'm here. 3 Snaps Award. Oh, snap! There we go.
Love it.
Yep, I love it. All right, and oh shucks, it's time for our newest segment, the Disaster Moment of the Week, brought to you by Matthew.
Yes, the disaster moment of the week, Tony, is the OMG WTF moment of the week.
Love it.
It can be a cheesy line, something that makes no sense to the storyline. It can be bad hairdos or even wardrobe malfunctions, like this week with Brady Black.
Oh my goodness, what is it?
His outline in his running shorts. Yeah. So I have the still photo, which was just shown, and now we have a little slow-mo video of Brady handing Summer some water.
I think this is hilarious that you have a video in slow-mo of... That is truly a disaster.
That is a disaster. Look, not complaining, but clear as day.
I think you broke Tony. Like, just letting you know. I don't know. iTunes listeners can't see this, but it is adorable.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
I thought I'd start the disaster moment of the week on a light note. So there you have it, folks. Brady Black. Can you play that back one more time, Alexis?
I will. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Did you notice it?
No, I didn't, but I wish Mark was here. I'm losing it like Mark was.
We'll have to get his opinion on Sunday of next week.
Oh my.
Look at that slow-mo.
I know.
It is beautiful.
Right. She
Look
was
at
like,
that.
she was like,
Hello?
yeah. He was like, here's your water. She was like, that's right. I am thirsty.
That's beautiful.
I wonder what the people in the chat room were saying.
Let's take a look.
I haven't looked, so.
Donna just said, hashtag new favorite host.
Yeah.
The still shot made me LOL. That's so crazy. Matthew, that's awesome.
I would have never noticed that until you brought that up. That's hysterical.
April
Thank you.
Loves disaster. Matthew, you rock.
What was the hashtag new favorite host? Let's make that one break the internet,
Yes.
shall we?
Yes,
Oh my
we
gosh.
should.
Okay. Well, thank you, Matthew, for your first disaster, which has been amazing.
Sorry.
Can we have the flashing lights again? I loved that.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, hold on. Let me give you. And this is
There we go, folks.
Your disaster. I have to do a
I
sound.
We gotta do a
cannot wait
soundbite
for the
for that.
soundbite for it. Can we do the lights though every week? I love it.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that.
I
We're
love
gonna
it.
keep that,
Thank you,
and
Alexis.
We're gonna.
Oh,
can't.
and now in the playback,
I can't.
because we're on a little bit of a delay here, I'm watching it.
Are you
It's
watching it again?
perfect. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's awesome. Thank you.
Oh my god. That was the best.
Thank you.
Okay.
What are we doing next?
Are
What are
you
we doing?
okay,
What's the
Tony?
show? I don't even know what we're doing right now.
And that's a wrap, folks.
And now it's time for quote of the week.
Woo.
Yes. Wait, it used to say Mark's quote of the week.
I know
didn't
it was down because there was no audio and I didn't want it to mess with
Okay.
it. So go
Let's
for
do
it. Take
again.
2.
And now it's time for Mark's quote of the week. Now, even though Mark J. Freeman called in, he did send in a video so that you guys would know what his quote of the week is. So let's take a look.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I couldn't be there today, but I definitely wanted to submit my quote of the week because I know that you're all just waiting on bated breath to hear what I have chosen for this week. And I don't think anybody doubts that it was going to happen on Wednesday for the Stefano roast, as I like to call it. But my quote of the week this week is going to dun dun dun, Dr. Marlena Evans,
Ooh.
Miss Deidre Wall. It is when Roman says, in regards to Stefano, he was so determined to get revenge that he tried to assassinate me at my own wedding to Marlena. And Marlena says, what a fun day that was. I'm sorry, I listened to it a couple times because I literally laughed out loud. There were a couple other gems that day, but I have to give it to Marlena. And I'm sure you guys have all talked about what an amazing episode that was. So, that is my quote of the week. I hope that Tony and Matthew are doing justice to this week's episodes. And I think the only thing that probably didn't happen enough is Billy Flynn's name didn't get mentioned enough. So,
God.
Billy Flynn.
Don't you feel like he's here right
Sorry,
now?
Tony.
Yes.
There you go. Mwah. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
That
All
was
right.
fun.
That was fun. And next week we will have our fan of the week. So Mark will bring that back next week. But now let's get into some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
What? Nothing.
Oh, so really quick, you guys, tonight on CSI Cyber, Molly Burnett will return as Nina, and I'm so glad Mark isn't here because if I mentioned Melanie Jonas, he probably would have fainted.
Oh, let me just do the imitation. The Jonas name is brought up.
So make sure you tune in to CSI Cyber tonight to see Molly Burnett reprise her role as Nina. Make sure you check your local listings, and CSI Cyber comes on CBS.
Oh, what a cute shot. She looks so cute there.
That is. And that photo is from Brad Everett Young from the Dream Loud official campaign. So he has shot many of your favorite stars. So just a little shout out to Brad.
Nice job,
All I have
Brad.
to say about that picture is
right.
Yeah, she looks fantastic.
She does. She's like, short hair, don't care.
Yeah, she was like, tube dress? Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. All right, and you guys might have heard me mention this earlier with Lisa, who is going to this event, and I don't want you to miss out on this event either. If you live in or near Atlanta, Georgia, and want to meet some of your Days of Our Lives stars, this is the perfect opportunity for you. They will be in Atlanta, Georgia this month, March 19th through 20th, with the Starstruck Fan Event. The event will feature Christopher Sean, Brian Datillo, Guy Wilson, Judy Evans, Jordy Jordy, who plays Dario.
I probably didn't pronounce that right.
I didn't either. Marie Wilson, who plays Summer, and Eric Martsoff.
You know who I keep seeing all over town?
Who?
Guy Wilson. Everywhere I go.
You see Guy Wilson?
Everywhere.
Why don't you tell him the folks at DISHIN Days say hello?
I almost stopped him the other day, but I was on the phone and...
Get off the phone.
Yeah, I was on the phone with my best friend Brian, who's watching right now from Amsterdam. Hi, Brian.
Shout out
Miss
to
you.
Brian in Amsterdam. But if you guys want to attend that event, make sure you go to starstruckfanevents.com. Again, that's starstruckfanevents.com. And thank you, Lisa, for making sure you take pictures with them, and we will be happy to share them once the event is done. And that is do you have any predictions? Let's go into predictions.
I just want to wait and find out.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. I'll be watching next week. That's my prediction.
Okay. That's my prediction too.
Yeah.
I just want to be open arms, and whatever happens.
I think there will be an attempted murder on Friday.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, listen, we don't need no more murders.
Do you think it will be a cliffhanger Ben in the doorway of the DeMera Mansion, or do you think it will be gunshot? I think it might be a gunshot.
I think it's just going to be him appearing. Like, I feel like the best entrance into a wedding.
They've got to say their vows. It could be in 2 weeks.
But it hands down has to be when Nick Fallon came into the wedding and was like, "Did I miss something?" And it went boom. And I was like, the best.
So good.
The best.
I love Nick Fallon. I thought he was terrific.
He was great. He was just misunderstood. All right, and that has been our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to another full recap of Days of Our Lives. So much fun.
Thank you for a great show, Tony.
Thank you for a great show,
and
Matthew.
I will see you next Sunday.
Yes.
Tune in, guys.
Well, why don't you tell the folks before? Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah.
See what happens when you come into the co-host position and don't know how to fully do the job yet.
Well, look, I'm learning, guys. Bear with me.
Before we head out, let the folks know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Matthew Evan, and you can find me on Instagram at Paine Matt. So find me, follow me, love me. What hashtag was it? Hashtag best new host ever?
New favorite co-host?
That's okay too.
Okay. And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next Sunday for another episode of AfterBuzz TV's DISHIN Days. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.